The Italian Navy brings nearly 300 migrants into port. But one man did not survive the journey. Rescuers believe he suffocated under the deck. Just one of the nearly 2,000 desperate people who have died in the Mediterranean since the beginning of the year. Now the EU Commissioner for Migration has a simple but controversial proposal that individual member states agree to give refuge to tens of thousands of asylum seekers.
There is no proposal to relocate irregular migrants across the European Union. We do not propose the fixing of quotas. It's a word we don't like and we have never used. All this is about ensuring solidarity, but it is up to each member state to decide on how many persons they will grant refugee status.
Of the 40,000 migrants considered in need of international protection, the Commission asks Germany to take in 8,763, France 6,752, and Spain to accept 4,288. Senior officials here are appealing to European governments to show compassion and to live up to their international responsibilities. But some aid agencies are criticising the plan, saying the figures the EU is talking about are still tiny compared to the millions of people fleeing conflicts in the Middle East and Africa. These migrants were rescued after making the dangerous journey from Libya, a place that's been identified as a key point on the route for the people smugglers. Part of the EU's broader plan would involve destroying the smugglers' boats. That would require the agreement of the UN Security Council.
Destroying these boats, it may end up eventually in depriving of even very limited means of those people.
The plan to offer thousands of these people a permanent home in Europe is a voluntary scheme, and the United Kingdom is one country that has opted out.
There should be much more interest in dealing with the source of these difficulties, of actually finding the criminals who are actually involved in the trafficking of these poor people, in actually holding them to account, in actually putting more resources into the countries where they arrive in Europe.
They're taking their first tentative steps on European soil. Despite the dangers of the journey, thousands more will follow them in the coming months, and there is little Europe can do to deter them. Jackie Rowland, Al Jazeera, Brussels.